Welcome to the ultimate New York City walking tour. My name is Cody Jensen. This is my wife, Sarah. We have got up very early this morning. It is before sunrise, and we're about to get on the subway and head over to Dumbo, Brooklyn, to walk the Brooklyn Bridge at sunrise. This is the best time to walk the Brooklyn Bridge. There's hardly anybody on the bridge, and the light hitting the Manhattan skyline is beautiful, and then you can turn around and see the light behind the bridge, and that is definitely the best way to experience the Brooklyn Bridge.
So let's go watch a sunrise.
And we'll see you on the other side of the bridge. Once you walk off of the Brooklyn Bridge, you're immediately in City Hall Park. And so this is the next stop. You can see a few different really beautiful municipal buildings, the courthouse and City Hall. So New York City Hall is one of the oldest continuously used city halls in the nation, and it houses the offices of the mayor, city council, and the executive and legislative branches of the New York City government.
I just really love this area. I think it's all the cream buildings. I don't know. It's just really cute.
On the other side of City Hall Park is the Woolworth building, and the Woolworth building was built in 1912 and is considered one of the first skyscrapers in the world. It was actually the tallest skyscraper in the entire world for 17 years. So just one block south of the Woolworth building is St. Paul's Chapel, and this is known as the Little Chapel That Stood because it was built in 1766, and it is the longest surviving church in Manhattan, and it's actually the oldest continually used building in Manhattan as well.
I didn't know it was called the Little Chapel That Stood. That's freaking cute.
It's called that because it survived the Great Fire and the Revolutionary War. And the back of the church actually faces the original Twin Towers, and it actually survived 9/11 without even a broken window.
The Little Chapel That Stood.
And directly across the street from St. Paul's Chapel is Fulton Center. And Fulton Center is worth just coming inside to look up and see the ceiling. So after Fulton Center, the next stop is South Street Seaport, but as you walk east on Fulton, you can stop in the middle of the road and there's a beautiful photo opportunity of One World Trade. So if you keep walking east on Fulton, you'll actually run right into South Street Seaport, which is just an area that we love.
It's so cute.
It's a cute old New York area, and everything feels so original and
European a little bit.
Yes. But the very first thing you'll run into is the Titanic Memorial Lighthouse. So while you're at South Street Seaport, you should just take a stroll down Front Street.
It's so cute. Every time we come here, I'm like, I'm gonna move here.
street towards the river to Pier 16 and Pier 15. You get a great view of Brooklyn and also a really awesome park on Pier 16. Park at Pier 15 is just a really beautiful scenic park.
Yeah, great view of Brooklyn and the bridge.
Plus old beautiful ships that are just always great to look at and take photos of.
True.
And our next stop is Stone Street, which is probably the cutest street in all of Manhattan.
I love Stone Street.
And on your way to Stone Street, you can either walk just right along the river if you just want a waterfront view, or you can kind of zigzag your way through downtown with great buildings and other cute streets. I just love downtown.
It's so good.
The tall buildings downtown, the way the light hits everything, and then the old, like,
winding streets.
Yes. You don't even need a tour guide for downtown, just walk.
Yep, pretty much.
So this is Stone Street. It is a just super cute street. Also a great place to come get a drink or some food, but you do have completely different experience of Stone Street whether you come here in the summer or come here during the fall, winter.
Yeah.
Because in the summer they actually put tents all the way up and down the street, and all of these restaurants have outdoor seating. Huge party, but in the other seasons when all the tents aren't here, it's just a really cute street and a great place to take photos. And right next to Stone Street is some amazing New York history. The first of which is this big window into the ground that is Governor Lovelace's Tavern.
Which was built in 1670, which is incredible. And then I guess it was like subdivided and whatever through the years, and they discovered it in 1870 something when they were building on top of it.
So it rained yesterday and the glass is very dirty, so it's really hard to see, but it is a really cool remnant of old New York.
Yeah.
In addition to Governor Lovelace's Tavern, there's also two other portals to old New York, is what they call all three of these.
Yeah.
One is an 18th century cistern, basically just an old well that they used in the first third of the 18th century, and then it was later filled in and then people threw objects in there.
And there's another one that is a Dutch tavern that was actually used as City Hall until it was deemed unsafe in 1697, so they tore it down.
And that one I don't know if you can ever see inside of. I've never been able to look down and see anything. All I can see is a reflection of all the buildings.
Yeah.
And then another really cool remnant of old New York is right here on the corner, and it's Francis Tavern.
You in it.
So what's really cool about Francis Tavern is that it was actually used by George Washington to host meetings for the Radical Sons of Liberty, and later Washington had his farewell address at the tavern. And also there was a time whenever it housed the departments of Foreign Affairs, Treasury, and War. So after Stone Street and all of the New York history, the next stop on the tour is Battery Park. But that's actually going to be part 2. That is the end of part 1. Thank you guys for joining us on this journey. If you want to see the exact route that we took, there's actually a Google Map link in the description. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified of whenever part 2, 3, 4, and 5 come out. This is the ultimate New York walking tour, and it's impossible to fit in one video.
Bye.